Welcome to Fit to Be Real.
And a little extra.
Happy Pride.
Oh, is that why you're wearing that shirt?
I mean, yes and no. I had it to just wear to work this morning. I was like, oh, I might as well. I never wear it. I might as well wear it.
I should have worn something Pride. Happy Pride.
Happy light.
I feel like I'm in a music video with this fan. Every time it goes by, it blows my hair.
Carly tends to complain about the temperature every time she's here, whether it's too cold or too hot. So I open the windows and I put on this little fan, which I actually think is in the shot. So if you're seeing this little
Music video fan.
thing, it's here.
Like in an 80s rock band.
It's literally not blowing.
No,
Oh, no, it is.
A little bit, but my hair's not curly today, so.
Are you going to the pool?
We are going to the pool today. It is officially summer-ish because we only have half days left.
Oh, yeah.
So no more full days, half days until...
Well, it's only 3 more days.
I know. And then out at 10 a.m. I'm like, ugh.
On Friday?
Yes. So
Might as well just stay in the parking lot.
between 12 and the time I go to CFIT, it's a constant, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Oh.
And I'm like, okay, I have to go to CFIT so we can go to the pool for an hour, which is fine. That I'll get my money's worth.
Oh, yeah. In an hour.
No, but an hour over the summer every day. Like last year, I think we went 6 times. We figured out it cost us $120 every time we went to the pool last summer.
We figured it out?
We figured it out. Andrew aggressively, angrily figured it out.
Andrew tried to say, can we get rid of this membership? Assumingly.
We did not go last summer, so I'm trying to make up for it this summer.
Well,
And
he wasn't even here.
I know, but that's the whole point. Like if we go an hour here, an hour there, then it'll all break it down.
So much work.
So much work. It took me an hour to get ready to pack to go to the pool today because I'm not buying lunch. So I made all their food and packed their bathing suits and all the stuff.
Oh, you're not going until 2:40.
12.
I mean, right, half days.
But that's their lunchtime. So they're going to immediately say, I'm hungry. And I'm going to say, I'm not buying food. So I had to make their lunch. Blech.
You had to parent. Okay, we're getting right into it.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Yeah. I'm Victoria. Hey, guys, it's Carly. We're here. We're here. All right? It's happened, you know.
Why do I sound like Pee Wee Herman?
I don't know. I put it, like, in a bubble.
Hey, guys. Well, that was not Pee Wee Herman, but you...
That was so bad.
I know, but you did a good Pee Wee Herman.
I don't think I could recreate it because it wasn't trying.
Okay.
I was trying to be you, which is the sad part. But you know what? This goes really well with what we're talking about today, which Carly, yet again, has no idea. It's just easier that way. And I feel like you all understand, you know?
It's easier.
It's just easier. So, whether you are a youngin', you need to just be aware. Know this. Whether you are of our age.
An olden?
An olden? No, not quite. We're like a midden.
We're a midden.
We're mid.
Yeah.
So if you're middle range, 30s, 40s, like, tune in. It's not an option.
Okay.
And then if you're already past this stage, like, maybe you just need to know. We are perimenopausing it today.
Oh, shut up. I hate you.
Why
do you hate me?
What does this have to do? What?
Go ahead. What?
I think we all need to know why you reacted that way.
This is a conversation I've been having with Justin. You know, because that's normal to have with your friend, your guy friend. I've just been having this conversation with a bunch of people recently.
All the more reason. What's the conversation if you don't know much about it?
Well, they've been explaining it to me.
And you're mad about it.
I'm mad that I'm at the age of it.
Oh my God. This is what. Here we go.
Okay.
I cannot. I simply cannot. Do you know what it is? From those conversations, what is it?
Justin explained it to me.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's like pre-menopause.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yo, I'd be mad too.
Yeah, I have to reread his text messages. He was not happy with me.
Peri means near. You're near menopause.
Okay.
You're near it. So the basics of it, it's the time of transitioning from having regular periods as a woman to having none, which is menopause. None is menopause. So if you're still going through it, but there are some things, weird things happening you can't explain, you might be in perimenopause.
Like the state of the world. So is everybody near it?
Yeah.
There are some weird things going on we can't explain.
Even the men. Menopause officially starts the 12th month that you haven't had a period.
Shut up. Justin didn't tell me that.
That's menopause. So all the before is perimenopause.
Okay.
The symptoms we have, the things that like the hot flashes, all the things that we know, which there are way more than we don't know due to Western information, that's all perimenopause.
Okay.
Like what mom went through and we had to hold the wheel because she was trying to take her sweater off.
Oh my God.
Perimenopause. It's nearing menopause. Menopause is just never having a period again, but you have to go through a year of it.
Okay.
Of not having a period. So that 12th month of it is when you're like, oh, it's over.
Right.
But all the symptoms is technically perimenopause.
I didn't know that. I
didn't
can
either.
Specifically remember driving by the high school and mom crying and saying she didn't know why she was crying.
Oh, yeah.
Like really crying. And I was like, so, are you okay? And she was like, I'm fine. I don't know why I'm crying.
Well, she did that last week, too.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm just kidding. I did that last week. So I took my own notes. I'm not actually reading off of an article. I'm choosing to work out later because I did this morning because there's so much. So I want to compact it, make it digestible. And I saved this quote of it because it says perimenopause is like puberty, but just more extreme. So as women, we get to go through it all over again.
How lucky are we?
And that's all it is. It's just a transition.
Right.
It just is like the worst one. And no two are the same.
No two symptoms or no two transitions?
I think experiences.
Oh,
like you're going to be completely different than me.
Okay.
Like what you'll deal with is different than what I will deal with.
Got it.
But there's obviously going to be similarities.
The similarities are probably what we see on TV as like the generic.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes. We're about to get to symptoms, but then real quick, the age range is mid to late 30s.
Whoa, back it up now.
To 40s. That's when it starts. That's when the symptoms start.
Back it up. I don't like that.
I don't know why you're fighting it. But actually, I do know why. I know exactly why you are.
Yeah, tell me why.
We'll get to it. We're not there yet.
Oh.
Here are the
Exciting.
symptoms. Okay. The one we know via TV and movies, night sweats. Or just like any hot flash in general where you apparently cook from the inside out.
Ooh, ouch.
That's what they say it feels like. It's not just like, I'm overheated, I'm hot. It's like you feel like there's a fire happening internally. That's why it's like, hold the wheel. Like you can't.
Yeah.
It's like way more extreme.
That's crazy.
So I go through hot flash. Like I wake up at 3:30 to 4:30 every night, like sweating.
Really?
Recently.
Oh, yay.
I always am a hot I'm like a furnace, so I'm always like that. But more recently, like in the middle of the night, I will wake up and I am in a cold sweat.
Is that why you started looking this up?
Oh, no, I have all the other symptoms too.
Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting.
Like itchy ears. Do your ears ever itch?
Uh-uh.
This is going to sound crazy, but it's a thing. I looked it up. My ear canal will be so itchy that like I can't scratch it. And it
like
is
a dog?
Kind of. Kind of. And then it will go away. And then I can scratch it. And then it goes away. And that's because of the histamines, which is the hormonal, like it's all connected. I just thought I was dying.
That
Or like had some disease.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've never heard of that one before.
There's a lot. Sleep disturbance, obvious. That's usually from the hot flashes. Difficulty concentrating and forgetting names. That's just brain fog, right?
I feel like when you list these off, these could be so many different things.
Close to everything.
Like you can blame anything on it.
Yeah.
Like I can't remember your name. Sorry, I'm 40.
Yeah. If you're a bitch. You know? No, but I feel like it's more of like a constant, like, oh my God, again, like, why am I having a hard time connecting? I said this yesterday. I even said it teaching. I was like, do you ever have a day where your brain and your words just aren't connecting? They're not the same.
Yeah.
I taught saying the weirdest words yesterday.
I know. I was there.
And, oh, well, then it was the day you weren't, Sunday. Like, we had a full conversation about this on Sunday then.
Okay.
In class, because I was just like, remember, you ever, and everybody was like, uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And it's not just like, oh, I can't remember, whatever. It's more frequent. It's with not just people's names, but it's with words. It's with how you can try to articulate a sentence. And like when you try to say it and then someone else like says what you're trying to say, you're like, yes,
that's it. Yeah.
You can't get it out.
Right.
I think it's more of that. It's not just like, oh, I forgot your name. Must be 40.
I like mine better.
You do dumb things down. Like you bring them to like the most basic terms.
I am basic.
But it does make sense. It does make sense. Headaches, frequent.
Okay.
Just put frequent in front of anything.
Okay.
All headache, probably not. But if that's like a constant, it also could be something else. Like that's why they say talk to your doctor, which we didn't say. Hey, talk to your doctor. We're just telling you what's going on. Depression and or anxiety, especially if you're already predisposed to it. And that's really just because of this giant hormonal imbalance. We're losing estrogen, and that's like one of our main hormones as females. So that's the thing. Joint pain.
See, I could find a reason for all of these different things.
Well, yeah, because you don't actually take care of yourself.
I could find other reasons why these things are happening to me.
And then there's, dryness or pain if you're going to have sex. And urinary changes, which also comes from pregnancy.
Okay.
You can't stop going to the bathroom on yourself.
Yeah.
That's a pregnancy thing. So that wouldn't necessarily be, just because I'm 40.
Yeah, me specifically. Yes.
Yes, you literally specifically. And that's just because she jumps around a lot.
3 regular birds will do that to you.
I don't like how you said that. Here's what kicked me into being like, interesting. Tingling of your hands, your fingers.
Really?
Especially during the nighttime.
You've had that forever, though. You're always like my extremities.
Just past 2 years.
I guess 2 years. Just forever.
The past 2 years. So, but it kept me from sleeping. So then that changes your, like, I don't know. I'm not diagnosing myself. There's a lot of things that make sense. Here's what doesn't make sense, but it's the next one. Incontinence. I'm not dealing with that.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah, but
okay.
but you said you're not dealing with that, so that was just one you were saying.
Tingling is, I went from yes, this is me.
Oh.
I'm not pooping myself. Thank you.
There you go.
Bloating, that's an obvious one. Digestive issues. Irregular heartbeat. Do you ever have that arrhythmia where it's like and then it goes back?
Like you had a Red Bull?
Oh, maybe. I haven't had a Red Bull.
Or like a Red Bull and vodka?
Oh god. Maybe. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just like an irregular.
Yeah.
I can feel it and it twitches. But I've always had that.
Yeah.
I've had that since I was little. Mom has that too.
Really?
Hmm?
I'm learning so many new things today.
Body odor. You just smell a little bit more than usual. Think about some 40-year-olds that you know that you're like, why aren't you wearing anything? They are. It's just worse.
It's just, and it's probably different.
And it's different. Panic attacks. That could happen. And that's a hormonal thing. Having allergic reactions or feeling allergies to the seasons when you never had that before.
Interesting.
Yep. She's going to say interesting to all the things that pertain to her because she refuses to accept and admit.
No, that doesn't happen to me.
Okay.
I have no allergies.
Anxiety.
Well, listen.
Depression, headaches. We talked about that. Dizziness. That probably goes hand in hand with all those things. Hair loss.
Hey, I have that.
How about it? Fatigue.
Ooh, I got that too.
That's all the things. That's for a lot of reasons too. Dental issues, sensitive gums, unusual bleeding.
Yes, I definitely have had that.
We literally just talked about that, and I had no idea that was a symptom of this.
I didn't know that either.
Burning mouth syndrome.
Don't have that.
Sounds horrible.
But I definitely have gums bleeding.
yeah. But you're like, all I do is brush my teeth. I'm
I must brush them 6 times a day.
teeth healthy. This is crazy. Yeah.
This is all about me.
Obviously breast soreness, but that could also be because you're getting your period, you know?
Don't have that.
Itchiness, especially in the ear canal.
That is so weird.
Joint pain, electric shocks.
Huh?
Do you get that?
No.
So I had that specifically when I had a bulging disc flare up recently, but that's the way I couldn't describe it. I said it's a shooting pain. It's an electric shock. And it goes down your muscle or whatever muscle is affected. Now mine was specifically for bulging disc.
Bulging disc. She's raising her hand.
Ask Pedro. I just said this the other day. I said my back feels fine. It's like, oh my God, it's doing the thing again. But it was in a different spot. And I'm just like, oh, maybe my back's starting to get untweaked. Maybe it's not my back.
Yeah, maybe it's not your back.
Maybe it's this. How do you know? I don't know. But electric shocks, if you're feeling that anywhere in your body, it's most likely this.
That's crazy.
Brittle nails, that's definitely hormonal.
Yeah, I have that. I have a nail that will not grow back, like a nail that will not connect back.
Oh, God.
I know.
Like
I have to cut it
broke?
down. Yeah, it's broken right down the middle. And it's been
Yes,
3 years.
They bend and fold.
It's been about 3 years and it will not connect
I wonder
back together.
if that's a genetic thing because moms do that.
Really?
Moms look
Flimsy?
like mine will. They're not flat. They're like
Yeah.
I don't even know. Yeah, they curve in weird ways. I don't know if that's genetics or if that's you're
That's
probably
interesting.
dying.
Oh, yeah.
And then muscle pain, which is a hard one because you could have muscle pain for a lot of reasons. But those are, just a few symptoms.
Just a few of my favorite things.
Weight gain is one of them. However, this article that I read, I forget what clinic. I have them all. Check out the references because I am definitely adding all the references to this episode. It's not necessarily that women are gaining weight. It's that they're distributing different in their bodies. Mm-hmm. So it feels like you're gaining weight, but you now carry it in more of your midsection or your legs, and you usually carried it in your chest and your arms. So you're not gaining weight per se, but your body's holding it in different spots.
places.
So it's usually connected to like, oh, you'll get weight gain, because sometimes it's not. Sometimes it is the bloat and the weight gain from hormonal changes, and sometimes your body just now it's different. Now everything's different. The jeans you could wear at your heaviest, you can't because now you're carrying it there.
Well, that is my algorithm on Instagram so hard right now.
What do you mean?
Like perimenopause, weight gain.
See?
Why am I not losing weight when I eat well and I work out every day, but nothing's working, blah, 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 cortisol, all that stuff.
So you're mad about it?
Yeah, I'm mad about it.
Yeah. With that, does it come with the packets so you can put in water to help?
Like
whatever?
the nectar. It's called nectar. Mm-hmm. That's a big one. Or
I have it.
Here's a gummy that you can do to
Primal Queen.
something like that. Yeah, and it's coming I'm getting all of that right now.
Just listen to the internet, Carly. You're old.
I'm gonna get it a lot more now because my phone's sitting right here.
How do you know you might be in perimenopause if all these symptoms are just like you're trying to ignore because it's not really a thing? Your period's the biggest indicator.
Yeah.
Obviously, this one's for the ladies today. If you are a man, you've already checked out.
Except Justin, because Justin schooled me on this the other day.
Yeah, Carly, he's like a brain surgeon.
I know. He reminded me of that.
So your period is either coming in shorter intervals or longer, or it's heavier, or it's lighter, or you didn't get it. And then you did, or you didn't get it for a few months. It's literally all of the options of like changes. Mm-hmm. What's weird, if you're like us, we were always like that.
Yes.
Irregular was like the word. Like you just have irregular. Oh, you're irregular. Oh, that's irregular. And that's your irregular is normal. So now it could be irregular is actually irregular.
Sorry, what? Your irregular
Your
irregular is now regular.
Period pattern is now not a normal thing for you. It's now like actual irregular patterns.
Right.
And I feel like that's just like a hard one because if you're always used to that, how do you know it's different?
Right.
Dr. Carly, tell us.
Well, I went to the doctor recently.
Oh, she's literally gonna tell us something.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that what
Tell
you
us.
wanted?
What are you gonna tell? No, I was making fun of you.
And I asked all these questions, and I put it in WebMD, and I just
Were you dying?
yeah, no, I had cancer.
Obviously.
So I asked my gynecologist if I had cancer, and she said, "You 99.9% do not have it. All of these things are what you would not have if you had cancer." I was like, "Are you sure?" Because I read, and she was like, "Stop."
She was like, I hate all of you.
Yeah.
You're all annoying.
She's like, "The opposite of what you're telling me is if you would have cancer. So what you're saying right now is you're 40." And yeah, and I was like,
That's why you're mad. That's why she's mad. There's the answer.
so she made me do all this blood work or whatever. But
And she was fine.
and I was literally fine. I do not have cancer.
She was like asking people, different people, our Dr. Alyssa and then Dr. Justin, and being like, but I don't like either of your answers.
Yeah.
They were like, cool.
Yeah. I literally asked
fine.
Justin a question. I said, "Go through my lab results and decipher them for me." And he said, "All of these mean you're fine and your cycle blah blah blah." And I said, "Explain." I went to Catholic school. I didn't learn anything about this. I know nothing about health and my body. You know more about my insides than I do. He said, "Never speak to me again about your insides."
Health and geography. We got nothing.
Went to Catholic school. So he schooled me on my cycle. Thank you, Justin. And then Alyssa backed all of it up when I said, "I don't like Justin's answers. Alyssa, here are my lab results." Explain. She said, "You're fine."
She copy and pasted.
She also said, "What did Justin say? I want to know."
Love it. Okay, how long does it last? For up to 10 years.
Oh, thought you were going to say 10 months.
Up to 10 years. Well, it takes an entire year to realize, of no period, to realize you've officially hit post-menopause or
Got it.
menopause, like it's over.
It's like over.
But these symptoms could last and change and evolve for up to 10 years.
So that is like the concrete answer for everybody across the board. Like if you don't have it for a year, like you're done. Or
No.
okay.
It's not. At the same time, no.
Okay.
I think, I don't know about you, but like when I think menopause, I think women in their 50s or later.
Same.
I don't think 30s, 40s.
Same.
And that's just because all we knew is what we were told, and what we saw and what I saw was just women in those age ranges talking about it around me. And I think with everything evolving and you know how young girls are now like developing faster with
I was just
hormones
going
in
to
the
say.
chicken,
Yeah.
and like a lot of things are different now.
They're getting their periods way younger than we
Way
ever
younger.
did. Same.
Perimenopause is happening way earlier.
Yeah, same.
Which is why I think it's now coming to the forefront of a lot of people's search engines. And so it's like out there a little bit more.
I know you're not going to like this, but this is very strange that you brought this up because I was watching The Real Housewives of Rhode Island last night.
Hate it.
Okay. And they went to Congress, two of the housewives, Liz and Dolores, because Rhode Island passed a menopause bill in the workplace for women. And Rhode Island's like one of the first states to do that. Like they have like maternity laws, you know?
Yeah.
Well, Rhode Island's one of the first states to have menopause laws because like
Meaning what?
like a lot of women in the past have been fired because they can't focus. They can't they have to leave
Whoa.
early. They have to they didn't know what was going on, especially like back. I'm
Yeah,
going
yeah.
back in like 60s, 50s, 60s. But like you can't focus like you used to. You can't get your work done. Like there's a whole because of all the symptoms that you just listed.
Yeah.
So Rhode Island passed a law that like protects your job
Oh my God.
for women going through menopause so that you cannot get fired when you're going through menopause.
Which should just be under the sexism law, but I guess.
But like men don't have to have babies. They don't have to do any of this. They don't go through they don't have to go through any of it. So like it's never been a thing.
Oh my God.
But now, so thank you, Rhode Island, because
That's
I would have
amazing.
never thought that.
I wouldn't think anyone would try to pass a bill for us. So
Yeah.
if that's the start, that's awesome.
And
Shocked.
yeah, and they brought it right, they went into Congress and they talked with the senator of Rhode Island and she explained the whole thing about, And it was one of the younger Congress members. She was like in her late 20s. She's like, I'm not there yet, but I've done all this research, and so many people have lost their jobs because of things that they can't explain to a man in the workplace.
Right.
And that's not fair.
Story of everybody's life.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. That's the only good thing Bravo has spewed out there in the world.
And these two women also have a gummy for menopause, like a weed gummy. And so I'm pretty sure they were high talking to these congresswomen, but on their menopausal weed gummy. But yeah.
Menopausal weed gummy.
Yeah, it's to help women go through menopause and like ease the symptoms and the anxiety and like the stuff that you're talking about. And they have this whole lab in Rhode Island.
Interesting you bring that up. Here's section number 2 of this conversation.
Okay.
Is how this is looked at across the world. So I just felt like a newscaster. Across the world.
Well, we are in Congress right now.
Yes. No. Western cultures, which is where we are, on the west side of the world, we medicalize menopause. So Asian, Middle Eastern, First Nation cultures like Native Americans, stuff like that, indigenous people, they view menopause as a time of renewal, wisdom, and increased social status. The West gives you hormonal treatment to either stop feeling symptoms or to fix the problem, and also to stop women being quote unquote hysterical in public, i.e. weed gummies to suppress everything. Now, with that said, hot flashes sound horrible. Like, if there's something that you can do to make that stop or just lessen it, yeah, why not? But there are like way more extensive things that people do. So in the West, menopause for working women found that 50% of women didn't feel like they could talk about their symptoms, even though 62% of them felt like it was affecting their work.
Yeah.
It's 100% what you just said.
Yeah.
The U.S. alone, just the United States, 6 million women use hormone replacement therapy.
Yeah.
Every year to help manage their menopause symptoms, but it's not appropriate for everybody. So
in my doctoral opinion, messing with your hormones is never a good thing.
Ever. Well, your personal opinion, your personal experience. They tried to mess with you.
I just feel like when you mess with that, you just got to let nature take its course, in my opinion.
Yeah.
When you start taking pills to mess with your body, now whether you need them for survival or not, I don't know anything about that. But just like, I don't know, any hormone.
Well, it's hard because there are those like nectar and stuff is like, let's decrease the cortisol levels and your stress in your life and add some magnesium to help you sleep and do this and do that. Those are nutrients we need and we need to get from actual like foods that sometimes in the West we're more deficient with. But hormonal, what is it? Replacement therapy?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Like,
Hormone
I'm losing
replacement.
estrogen. Let me put more estrogen in my body. No. Let it go. But let's try to, help you with some things.
Yeah.
I think that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm not a big pill taker.
Like creatine. Do creatine. Do the thing.
Yeah.
You do those supplements.
Yeah.
And not.
I just think your body knows what, like, people lived before us without all this stuff.
Exactly.
So I don't think that the pills and everything are really helping as much as, I don't know, people think they are.
I think it's big pharma. I think it's money.
Yeah, because think about the 17. Yes, people died of like the plague and the Black Death and all that kind of stuff, but they weren't taking hormone.
She's referring to a musical theater production. I have to let you all know this.
It's called Something Rotten.
She's
Black
not
Death.
referring to Social Studies 1996.
Why do you have to call me out like that?
Because it's an amazing show and everybody should go watch it. It is literally one of my favorite shows. And I could, as soon as you said Black Death, I could hear them harmonizing the word Black Death.
What a good show. Something Rotten. If you ever get a chance to see it,
Oh my
it
God.
explains that time period and the plague and Black Death. Same thing with Spamalot.
Exactly.
Bring out your dead.
I'm not dead yet.
But what I mean is they were dying of very different things.
Yeah.
But they were not replacing their hormones and like taking creatine. And they were not living as long for sure, but that was for many other circumstances. And who knows how long they would have lived if that kind of like dysentery wasn't a thing. Now I'm talking Oregon Trail.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oregon Trail.
The things you know versus things you don't know are shocking. They're alarming. Oh my God. Moving on.
Okay.
Okay. Western societies, women tend to be valued for their physical and sexual attractiveness, reproductive capacity, and youthfulness. Aging is viewed negatively among women and wider society.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty accurate.
That's the West. That's why menopause is not known. That's why we don't talk about it. That's why it's not accepted by some men who are like, oh, periods, because they're not taught it to understand it. A lot of men, like Andrew and Pedro, are just like, okay, and what else? What can I do?
I think they're the younger generation, though.
They're the younger, yes.
Like,
Boomers
Andrew
and up?
is, what?
Boomers and up.
Boomers and up. Like, I definitely think so because Andrew and Pedro's generation are very in tune with that kind of stuff and it wasn't talked about. I mean, Andrew did grow up with 3 sisters, but it wasn't talked about openly.
No.
They're just
It still
more emotional about it, I guess, or like it's not a big deal.
Well, Andrew grew up with sisters. Pedro had a daughter. Young.
Yeah.
So,
But Billy grew up with 2 sisters and I can't even say period.
God, you ruin everything. That's
Sorry.
so true.
I know. But Billy is a different species, like all around. So
He's the every other man.
he's the every other man.
Yikes.
But like Andrew is constantly like, oh my God, is Melody getting it soon? Because I feel like she'll be nicer to us when she does.
Yikes. I could say yikes to everything.
But like that is just a normal thing.
Yeah. Either way, in the West, better get Botox, better get HRT, better get anything to, show that you're not aging. We talked about that last week.
Better Call Saul. Also a good show.
Okay. In the East, here's where.
And in the East, the dawn was breaking.
Keep going.
And the world was waking. Any dream will do.
I was thinking any man will do, but then dream came out, so that was good.
Yes, Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Any man will do.
Yeah, that's the today version. That's the reenactment.
All right, Japan is quite possibly the poster child for how to do menopause.
Ooh.
The diet over there is high in soy, which is something we don't really eat as much over here. But soy contains isoflavones.
Love it.
Isoflavins?
Love it.
Flavor.
Isoflav.
Oh, we are the West, yeah. Which contains those things that mimic estrogen in the body.
So, not a pill or a hormone replacement, but it's a natural mimic.
And it's a part of their normal everyday food intake, like soy. So because of that mimicking estrogen, their menopause symptoms are not as bad, but they go through it. It's just not the same because of this like homeopathic natural thing that they don't even know that they're doing. I mean, they do at this point, but it was just a part of Japanese
culture.
history, So menopause is looked upon as a natural life stage. And the word that they have in Japanese, kaneki, it means renewal, season, and energy. So they're kind of like put on a pedestal once you get to that age.
Yeah, because aging is a privilege.
Yeah, but it's by men and women over there. Over
Right.
here,
Not
you're
so
on
much.
your own.
Yeah,
You're on
not
your
so
own.
much.
In India, which I don't know much about the Indian culture, but I do know their views of men and women are different than the equal,
Yeah.
hopefully life is changing, but equal rights that we have over here.
Yeah.
However,
I mean, just watch Family Karma on Bravo. What? Go ahead.
Okay, we're gonna move on. Indian women who had spent their childbearing years veiled and secluded,
Yeah.
which is what I mean, go through menopause and can now socialize with men, share home brew where the men talk. So like
I was going to say, they share coffee?
they do. No, I think it's this thing that it's like a cigar bar for men. Like
Oh,
they
okay.
get to socialize in it, but it's only men, and now you can join.
Okay.
And publicly joke with men.
That's crazy.
Which is why it's just very different. You can't compare because they live differently over there, but menopause, even over there, is looked upon as a rite of passage. There's an overwhelming attitude, and so menopause is looked as liberation in India.
That's crazy. That's not
So we've got renewal, energy, and renewal of season in Japan, and liberation in India. In China, it's seen as a rebirth, a time when energy that was used for childbearing and fertility can be saved. You get to save your energy because that time of your life is over. So now you get to conserve your energy to yourself.
That's crazy.
They rarely experience embarrassment of their symptoms due to that. And here it's completely embarrassing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The Middle East, which you would think no matter what happens over there, it's just nothing's going to be okay for women.
You're right.
That's my thought. That is my personal thought.
Yeah.
The word for menopause in Arabic translates to the hopeless age or age of desperation.
Ooh.
Right.
Yikes.
But this thought is to have more to do with the end of your childbearing years, not the actual experience of menopause or aging as a woman.
So it's like a sad time. They think of it as more of like a death or a sad time.
I think that's what the word translates to.
Okay.
And I think the reason for that description and the reason why I kept it is because, yeah, it's not you're hopeless now because you're an aging woman. It's that, just like Catholics and everyone else who's, pro-life, pro-childbearing, it's just that part is now dwindled.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the word comes from. But right after that, it says post-menopausal life for women in the Middle East can be a time of renewed life, greater inclusion, and higher position in society.
But that's nuts.
They can take part in religious activities that were previously off limits while they were menstruating. So again, it's not an equal life for women and men, but there are positives to how they view the process even over there.
That's insane.
It is wild. It is
While
wild.
over here, they just say, how young can you look for how long?
For how long? And if you think of, now I don't know anything about Botox. I don't have judgment if you do it. I don't have whatever. But I saw something this morning while I was looking all this stuff up. It was a video that popped up. It had nothing to do with menopause or perimenopause. So I didn't know why it came up, but I watched it anyway. And it was an interview of this woman with these two guys basically explaining that she wished more men could talk the way that these two men were, which was, do not get Botox.
Yeah.
We like the wrinkles. We like you aging. You look normal. You look like we look.
Yeah.
Because we age. And Botox, like when you stop everything, you can't make an expression. It's not attractive. Like that's not the norm, even though that's what's put out in the magazines and celebrities and all that stuff. And she said that there is a study, I don't have the specifics, but there was a study that was done on children who grew up with women in their household who got consistent Botox. And the majority or the high percentage of those children had sociopathic tendencies.
What?
They could not understand empathy because they couldn't ever
See it in their face.
the micro expressions we make that we don't even know what we're making.
Shut up.
Like raising your eyebrows and shock and sad. Like all the things that your face do that you don't think about, you're just feeling it and
Right.
it happens. The children can't see it because you now can't smile or you can't grimace.
Yeah.
And so sociopathic tendencies.
my
They're not all
gosh.
sociopaths.
My kids will never have that because all they do are see It's my face move in many different directions, and usually my eyebrows are down.
Now, this is a completely side topic to it, but it's similar because Botox is what's like, oh, you're having a line? Here's a girl I have. Here's this. Here's that. You can use plumping. You can do... I know there's so much to it of like feeling good about yourself, but I think it's wrapped up in like, why does that make you feel good about yourself? Why does getting rid of the fact that you're 40 plus?
Yeah. 40 plus.
Why is that your reaction? You know what I mean? It just, I say it all the time. We talked about it last week. Mom says, don't use a straw. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get wrinkles.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I want a straw. I want to save my teeth. And this line that we have just from being of the Mayo genetics, but also like the scowl.
Being angry all the time.
Your forehead does things. Like, it's all normal. So,
yeah, I think we're the minority in like, we don't need that, but we also have two people that don't care. Like
parents.
No, Andrew and Pedro don't care.
Oh,
Andrew would not be happy if I got Botox. I think he would very much be like, you are free to do whatever you want, but
100%.
Please don't do
100%.
that. You know? And like would never stop me from doing it, but would definitely not like it.
Yeah.
And I think that's not in every case.
It's not. That's more of a Western male thing. At the same time, Billy, who doesn't want to talk about periods, and we always said, what are you going to do when your daughter gets older? He, I think, is the same way. He'd be like, don't get Botox.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy. Don't do that.
Well, I think it has to do with us all being in the gym, fitness, and like you have the ability to do to your body what you want or what you physically can. So don't, like, the outside help seems to us like a little bit of a, like, unnecessary.
Yeah.
Because, like, just you can go to the gym and try and fix what, or make better or make healthy. All that outside stuff is just unnecessary.
Yeah.
I just said the same thing twice.
Yeah, she didn't feel heard, but we hear you. Here's what you can do to more understand this without having to read articles. I have not done this yet. They've been in my queue. At least 2 of the 3 of these have been in my queue when I found out about them. But there are documentaries that are letting you know as a woman and just like people, hey, this is what it is. Like, you should know more about this. You're about to go through it, or you will at some point because you're female and that's what your body will do. Like, you can't avoid it. So it's a documentary called The M Factor, Before the Pause. Well, there's the M Factor and then M Factor 2, I guess is the sequel, called Before the Pause. That is on PBS or its own site if you go to the mfactorfilm.com. And it
Catchy name.
It's going to explain stuff. Then there's Balance, a perimenopause journey. And this is on Prime Video. It just came out this year. This is the first one in my queue because I remember seeing it in my algorithm being like, oh my God, no one ever talks about this. Like, I wonder.
Well, I wonder if they teach it in public schools because we went to Catholic school for 13 years and they basically said, don't have sex and then you won't have kids. That's what we learned. So
I did health for 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
In
You
high
went
school,
to public for 2 years.
And
You public.
it wasn't about menopause. It
No.
was about reproducing.
Okay. So they didn't teach you anything about that. I feel like they should. Just give you a heads up.
I knew the
Can you look to your left, please?
name of it. Hold on, please. Must take a photo of the creepy. He left. Creepy child looking through the French doors.
Dean. Oh, there he is. Hi, Dean. He's out of school. School's out for the summer for him. So he's with me 24/7. Pepper wants to get out or you want to get out?
Pepper can come out. Okay, we're going to keep going because we're about to be done.
Okay.
Here's the third one. It's on YouTube. Menopause is hot.
I like that.
It takes the millennial perspective on menopause. So it advocates for self-acceptance, destigmatization, and viewing the transition as an opportunity of freedom. So everything we just talked about, menopause is hot, is more of like our generation's take on it.
There's a whole musical. It's called Menopause the Musical. It's been around for like 40 years.
Oh my God, I
It's
forgot.
a very highly entertaining. Everybody loves it. So many theaters do it around the country. It's literally called Menopause the Musical and Menopause the Musical 2. There are 2 versions of this musical.
Oh my God, I totally forgot about
Yeah.
that.
And it's very funny from what I hear. And people that I would never think would go see it, like men,
Gay
say
men.
it's okay, gay men, say it's hysterical. Because it's true. I think it's like a parody on like
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean there's that.
Well, add it to the things that you can go watch to learn more about it. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, me too.
I remember being like, they made a musical about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. So yeah. That's the talk, okay? The talk is, what is it? Why is it? Are you experiencing
Are
it?
you?
Are you? And then also, why do we look at it this way over here versus Japan? Japan looks at everything better.
Well, real quick, I was just talking to a mom at school, and she has lived all over the world, and so have her kids, and they finally settled back here. She's from here, but her kids lived in Korea, Germany, Switzerland, Paris, all over. And she said, I said, why did you come back here? Mm-hmm. She said her family's here and she wanted her kids to be around family, but the rest of the world is so kid friendly and woman friendly. Mm-hmm. Now, she did not live in some of the countries that are not women friendly, but she said, I had all my kids over there. And after you have a baby, they take you to the spa.
Yeah.
Like the hospitals you go to, they get you massages the day after you have your baby and everything. She's like, it's like a movie. They play nice music and it is a luxury spa. And she said, here, you just get like, hey, you got to leave tomorrow.
They're like, leave tomorrow and also don't get paid for that much time off. So you better get back to work pretty quickly.
So she was just telling me all the stuff that is better in all the other countries that she's lived and with kids and all that. And I'm like, why the heck did you come back?
My friend Jen, it's like a mommy hotel.
Yeah.
And you have to book it before you go into labor. But then you go to this hotel and they take care of the feeding so that you can sleep. The main priority is so that the mom can be rested and the dad is either at home with the other kids or there with you and also can be rested to visit. And meals are made for and everything's done. Now you can feed your own baby. It's not like have a baby and then let it go. But that's up to the person. Like she always did the feedings and stuff. But she got to sleep and rest and recover and her body got to recover. And I was like, what?
Yeah. She literally was like, I got a massage in Germany after I had my second baby. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Like,
wow.
There's so many good things.
I got a cheeseburger.
About you got a lot before too. There's so many amazing things about America, even right now with all this turmoil. But we still have so much to catch up on.
Yeah, we're behind in the maternity and menopause care for sure.
Just female rights. Yeah, there's so much to unpack.
But give it up to Rhode Island.
Oh my God, I'm shocked.
Give
I
it
gotta
up.
look that up. You start.
Give it up.
You start.
I don't want to give it up yet.
Why?
I don't know. I don't like people telling me what to do. I don't like my body telling me that it's time.
It's not people. It's your body. It's literally you.
I want to be the decider, and I'm not the decider.
Right. You want to be in control.
Yeah.
And you're never in control. So maybe the moment you realize that, that'll change things. Hey, Dean.
Do you know who's in control right now? Dean.
We're losing it.
But yeah, no, I just wasn't ready. Or I still look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, you're not. I love being 40. I don't care. I think I'll love being 45 and I'll love being 50. But I don't feel that way. So I get a little shocked when I'm like, oh, shoot. I am. You know what I mean?
I guess.
I get a little, I'm going to say the same thing. I get a little shocked when my body is telling me that I am not 30 anymore. And mentally, I'm not 40. But I don't care that I am.
Yeah, you're
I tell
really
everybody.
confusing.
No, I just wasn't mentally ready. I just thought I was younger than I actually am.
Right, because you live in the West and being young is actually more valuable.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm more valuable when I was younger. I think I was less valuable. I don't know what the heck I was doing in my 20s and 30s. I think I'm more valuable now than I was 10 years ago. I think I was struggling 10 years ago, sleep deprived.
Well, you were more accepted. Maybe valuable is not the right word.
Yeah, maybe.
But in your 20s, you're more accepted of being, oh, you're young. Oh, you're young.
Well, I also think it just goes so fast. Like all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, wait, I was just living in New York. Oh no, that was 20 years ago. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I just was like, oh my God, wait, that was 20 years ago. Somebody said, oh, that was 2000, blah, blah, blah. It was yesterday at Chris and Don's, or the other day at Chris and Don's. I said, oh, that was only 10 years ago. They were like, no, that was 26 years ago. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's just flying. And I just wasn't ready because it's flying.
I don't think that's because you're 40, though.
No, I don't think so either. I think I'll say the same thing when I'm 50.
I think nothing you say makes sense.
Sorry, I have brain fog.
But it's not affected. It's not connected to anything. It's not affecting her.
Sorry, I just have anxiety.
Has nothing to do with anything else. Not even in this moment.
My nails aren't growing back and my hair's falling out, but it has nothing to do with this podcast.
Nope.
Issue.
Actually, last thing before we leave, what can you do about it? Eat well, go to the gym, get some sleep. That's it.
I feel like we should just say that at the end of every podcast because we've said it now at the end of at least 100.
100 out of 155. We're officially on 155. I was wrong last week.
Oh,
by the
good.
way.
Okay. And I think one time, maybe if one person gets it, that means we have succeeded.
Yeah, I think I get it.
I finally do. It took me about 50 episodes.
It took me 155.
Eat well, sleep well, work out well. That is medicine.
Yeah.
And it's
not free, but
and
it's
it's
not
harder
as
said than
expensive.
done. No, it's easier said than done.
No, it's good. You talk. No, that's good. That's good. Yeah, because it's the same for everything. So if you didn't know, now you know. If you didn't want to know, now you know. If you went through it and you were like, whoop, I didn't know that, now you know.
Ask Justin for all of your lab deciphering, and then ask Alyssa to get the one that you actually listen to.
And then just hide in a hole because you're annoying.
Justin literally was like, how many times have I talked to you about your cycle? I was like, hey, bestie.
No wonder he likes me more. I always thought it was just like, maybe it was the age, like he's closer, he has kids, and you guys make time. No, I don't bother him.
No, I think he actually likes spending more time with you. I annoy him like a little sister, and I'm older than him, and I annoy him. Everything I say annoys him.
I understand.
I think I annoy you like a little sister too.
I understand. With that said, remember, we gotta get out of here. You are always fit to be real.
And always allowed to be a little extra.